4:30 in the morning. Argyle Street, Soho, Central London. April 19th, 2026. The clubs are emptying out. People are spilling onto the pavement. Dressed up, phones out, the usual Saturday night into Sunday morning scene in one of the most well-known entertainment districts in the world. Outside a nightclub, two women are arguing. Not quietly, not briefly. A full physical altercation, right there on the street in front of witnesses. Both women are beauty influencers. Both women have built their entire public identity around a glamorous, curated life on social media. One of them, Klaudia Zakrzewska, 32, known to her 250,000 Instagram followers as Klaudiaglam, has no idea that she is living the last hours of her life. What happens next is recorded. It circulates online within hours. And it shocks millions of people across the world. Gabrielle Carrington, 29 years old, known online as Rike, with over 367,000 Instagram followers, and a former X Factor finalist, walks away from the argument and gets into her black Mercedes. And then she accelerates, directly into Klaudia Zakrzewska. Klaudia goes under vehicle. A 58-year-old man nearby is struck and suffers what police describe as life-changing injuries. A third woman is also hit. 3 people injured in a matter of seconds outside a nightclub in the heart of London in the early hours of Sunday morning. Carrington is arrested at the scene. Tests reveal she is nearly twice the legal drink-drive limit. Klaudia Zakrzewska is rushed to hospital in a life-threatening condition. Her family gathers. Her mother Kinga holds on to hope. Tens of thousands of people across the internet hold their breath. 6 days later, on Saturday, April 25th, 2026, Klaudia Zakrzewska is pronounced dead. She was 32 years old. She was a model. She was a brand ambassador. She was a daughter. She was somebody who had spent years building a following of 250,000 people who admired her style, her beauty, and her personality. And now, the woman accused of ending her life faces a murder charge. This is not a story about strangers. This is not a random act of street violence. This is a story about 2 women who knew each other, had history with each other, and whose tensions, built up over months in the world of social media, came to a head outside a London nightclub and ended in the worst possible way. Before we go any further, drop your country or city in the comments right now. Our True Crime Tower community spans the entire globe, and we want to know where you are watching from. If this case has you locked in, hit that subscribe button, because we cover cases like this every single week, and you do not want to miss what is coming up. Stay with us, because who these women really were, what actually started this feud, and exactly where the legal case stands today, that is all coming up right now. Klaudia Zakrzewska was born in Poland and had been living in Essex, England. By the time of her death, she had built a following of over 250,000 people on Instagram under the name Klaudiaglam. She worked as a model and brand ambassador, regularly posting about fashion and beauty. Her mother Kinga described her as someone with a pure heart who had touched the lives of everyone around her. Gabrielle Carrington, 29, was from Manchester and had been building her own following online under the name Realike, a following that had grown to over 367,000 on Instagram. But Carrington had a second layer to her public profile that most influencers do not have. In 2013, she competed on the X Factor UK as 1/3 of the girl group Miss Dynamics. The group made it to the live finals. It was the kind of platform that gives someone national recognition overnight. After the music chapter ended, Carrington turned to social media and built her brand there. 2 women, 2 careers built on their image, 2 paths that crossed, and then by all accounts began a fracture. The feud, what actually started this? Investigators and the public have both been trying to piece together the history between Carrington and Zakrzewska. There's been significant speculation online, including a widely circulated story involving a married man. But people close to Klaudia have pushed back on that version of events publicly. Her friend, known as Lala, who says she was present at the scene that night, spoke out in a video shared online. According to Lala, the original trigger for the tension between the 2 women was far more rooted in the world they both inhabited, the world of social media. She said the real starting point was Klaudia unfollowing Carrington on Instagram. In that world, an unfollow is not a small thing. It is a public statement. And according to people who knew the situation, it was that act, combined with what appears to have been a longer pattern of friction between the two, that set the course for what happened on Argyle Street. Hours before the incident, a Snapchat post attributed to Carrington circulated widely online. The post read, "People should not trouble mad people, because when I hurt you for provoking me, I will not be going to jail." That post has since been deleted. It has not yet been tested in court, and its authenticity has not been legally verified. But it was circulating widely on social media in the hours surrounding the attack. In the early hours of April 19th, the two women came face to face outside Inca Nightclub on Argyle Street. A physical fight broke out on the pavement. Witnesses were present, and then Carrington walked to her black Mercedes. Footage that circulated online shows the car surging forward. It strikes Klaudia Zakrzewska. She goes under the vehicle. Police have said that Carrington then reversed the car. 3 people in total were struck. Klaudia, a 58-year-old man who sustained life-changing injuries, and a third woman who was treated for minor injuries. What do you think about this case? Do you believe the unfollow was truly the trigger? Or do you think there was something deeper going on between these two women? Drop your thoughts in the comments. We read every single one. And if someone out there has followed this case closely and has information we should know about, we want to hear from you. The legal case where it stands. Gabrielle Carrington was arrested at the scene on April 19th, 2026. She was found to be nearly twice the legal drink-drive limit. She was initially charged with attempted murder, grievous bodily harm with intent, actual bodily harm, dangerous driving, and drunk driving. When Klaudia Zakrzewska died on April 25th, the Metropolitan Police confirmed that the charge of attempted murder would be upgraded to murder. Carrington appeared in court following Zakrzewska's death. She confirmed her identity. She made a heart gesture toward supporters in courtroom. She did not enter a plea. She was remanded in custody. Her next court appearance is scheduled for May 19th, 2026 at the Old Bailey, one of the most well-known criminal courts in the world. Deputy Chief Crown Prosecutor for London North, David Malone, issued a public warning against commentary that could prejudice the proceedings, reminding the public that Carrington retains her right to a fair trial. Detective Chief Inspector Alison Foxwell, who is leading the investigation, asked the public not to share graphic footage of the incident out of respect for Klaudia's loved ones and for those who were injured. She also urged restraint on speculation, given the ongoing legal process. The case is live. The trial has not yet taken place, and the full legal truth of what happened on Argyle Street will ultimately be determined in court. What does case leave behind? After news of Klaudia's death broke, her mother Kinga wrote publicly about her daughter. She said that those who knew her understood how much she loved her daughter and what a special bond they had. She said that anyone who knew Klaudia knew how truly wonderful she was, that she had touched so many people with her pure heart and kindness. A GoFundMe campaign was launched to support the family. Over $20,000 was raised. And then there's the wider picture that this case forces everyone to sit with. 2 women built their lives around social media, their brands, their image, their followings. And somewhere in that world, a world of likes, followers, unfollows, and public perception, a conflict took root that nobody stepped in to stop before it reached the streets of Soho at 4:30 in the morning. An unfollow, a deleted post, a physical fight outside a nightclub, a black Mercedes accelerating into a woman on a London pavement. And 6 days later, a 32-year-old woman is gone. Klaudia Zakrzewska spent years building something real, a community of people who followed her because they genuinely connected with who she was. Her mother said she had a pure heart. Her friends loved her, and none of that protected her from what happened that night. This case is a reminder of something that the influencer world makes easy to forget, that behind every account, every post, every carefully constructed public image, there's a real human being with real conflicts, real history, and a life that can be taken in seconds. The legal proceedings are ongoing. Gabrielle Carrington has not yet entered a plea. The full truth of what happened and why will continue to come out as this case moves through the courts. We will be covering every development as it happens. If this story moved you, share this video right now. That is the most powerful thing you can do to keep Klaudia's story alive. Drop a comment below and tell us your thoughts on this case. And if you are not already part of the True Crime Tower family, subscribe right now, because we are not letting this story go, and there's a lot more still to come. For Klaudia, for her family, we will see you in the next one.